Hello everyone, for my third video of the day, I'm going to be reviewing The Nun 2. As I promised yesterday, I was going to review it, so I kept my promise. And this one in particular takes place at a Catholic school where the nun is looking for a specific powerful item to make her whole, to make the demon whole pretty much. And as you all know, towards the beginning of The Conjuring and of The Nun, we see one character being possessed by the nun. And his name is Frenchie. So those films have interconnections. Now go into those films next. Probably start tomorrow or the day after. I don't know yet, but just keep that in mind. Other than that, before I go into it, first I want to say thank you to the people that encouraged me to do this in the first place. I greatly appreciate it. And because without all of you, I wouldn't be here. And especially to my old friend, Felix, who encouraged me, who gave me ideas. Especially thank you to you as well. Because without you, man, I wouldn't be here. So thank you. And most importantly, the viewers, the subscribers, and so many other people involved. So thank you. And if you're interested in my content, which I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and gaming reviews, and when I'm looking into those things, you can. I have a playlist for each. Look at them and see what you think. And if you like what you see and want to help out with the cause, the current goal now is to reach 200 subscribers. So we need 22 more people who's willing to do it. And if you're interested, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. And please hit the notification bell down below as well, so you can see my work when it's published or uploaded pretty much. Comment down below, like, share, all the good stuff. With that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show today. As you all know, if you've seen the first Nun by this point, the nun already escaped. She didn't go down to hell as she should have, and she possessed Frenchie. We all know what happened to Frenchie towards the beginning of The Conjuring. That's all I can really say. I mean, going into details about it too much, but shortly after that, we see all the people from the first film dead or disappeared, except for one. Because this new nun from the first one was sent there because of a bad omen there. That bad omen, ladies and gentlemen, was the demon Valak. That demon did not go to hell. It escaped, and it's on school grounds to get a pair of eyes that were owned by Gabriel, pretty much. The Archangel. And those eyes have special abilities to make the demon whole and have ungodly powers by this point. And they were lost at the seams. And the sad story behind those sad eyes that were hidden in the school. Way before when the school was built on top of it. So, she was sent there with a protege who questioned her left and right about her faith, which is understandable. A lot of us question our faith, but later find it. And bad things start to happen. And towards the beginning of this film, a poor kid and I think a priest and a whole church gets messed up badly as it is and just flat out disappears. That's all I can say, and I'll say this. The nun makes her presence known. She does. This demon is no coward. She's no bitch. None of that. She just comes out from the gate, plays with the food, and then just goes from there. So, after the occurrences happened, she's sent to school to figure out who is who is possessed by the nun next. And we find out who it is. And he's a good man. He's a gardener at school. He likes this woman there who has a kid. And things are going good. Until the demon makes him do bad things. Hurts people just because. Because out of pleasure and wants to be an asshole about it. So when they are looking for the eyes, and once they do eventually find it, things go bad to worse. Because I don't know how this happens, but as soon as a nun gets those eyes pretty much, she's like God himself, but evil by this point. She sees everything, and that's about it. And it was hard to find those eyes because had to follow clues, had to follow the footsteps, the whole thing. And people died in the process before she found those eyes pretty much. And the nun was defeated in this once and for all by this point. At least in her original story. Until she came back years later in the Conjuring films. And people speculated that this nun was a sister to the wife of Ed Warren. What's her name? Lorraine Warren. People assumed that was her sister, but it wasn't. She had gifts like her, premonition and stuff like that. But they weren't sisters. Different timeline, and it's a lot. It's very complicated. But there is a special credit scene towards the end of the credits where they are called to a scene, and then that's where you see them. And that leads to The Conjuring, I believe. So, and once a nun's defeated, because of a wine, I guess, so to speak, she gets defeated once and for all, gets burned up, and that's about it. And that's the only details I'm willing to give. Everything else is based on jump scares, which are really scary. And her origin story continues with this is really scary on top of that. So I would encourage anyone to see who hasn't seen it yet. So that's all I can say about it. And in closing, if you are a horror fan and want to see a good film, this film will be perfect. Because if you've seen the first film, you'll see certain characters disappear. You'll see she's after this object for a certain amount of reasons. So on and so forth, pretty much. And give this film a chance, and that's all I can really say about it. With that in mind, that'll close the review section part. And I want to thank people who support this channel from day one from up to now. I greatly appreciate it. And the positive reactions, and sometimes negative reactions, who are just bitter for some reason. I don't know why. They just are. And that doesn't bother me at all, so that gives me more hope and optimism to do this day by day. So thank you who oppose this channel and who give this channel loyalty and respect it's given. So thank you. Especially to the viewers and subscribers. Without all of you, I wouldn't be here. And if you're interested after seeing my channel and what I do and want to help out with the cause, my channel is at History Buff 2.0. You can't miss it. And thank you all for helping out. Greatly appreciate it. Comment down below, like, share, all the good stuff. And if you're new here, check out my stuff and see what you think. Other than that, thank you all. May God bless you all. And stay safe. And I will see you on the next one.